Smile. Hello, everyone. Hello, RootsTech family. Welcome to this very special RootsTech Team Live. Today is a special day for RootsTech because registration has gone live. And today we are here live as select members of the RootsTech planning team here in Salt Lake City to answer your questions and to share some updates about the upcoming event. We're so excited to be with all of you, and we want to know where you're coming from. So please go to the chat, put your name, say hello from where you're from. We'll call out some of you, and we're so grateful to have a RootsTech family that truly spans the globe. So today we have a couple of updates for you, but before we jump into them, we just want to say RootsTech is all about you. And the reason why we're having this live is so that we can help you make the most of your experience at RootsTech. So whether you're joining RootsTech here in Salt Lake City, whether you're joining from Manhattan or Manila, Rio or Rome, South Africa or South Korea, RootsTech is for you. And there is something truly for everyone at this incredible event that brings families together from around the world. So share your names, share where you're from, say hello. We love our RootsTech family, and share your questions. Put your questions in. We're going to give some updates, but at the very end, we're going to take your questions and we're going to do our very best to answer them. But we'll start out with the most exciting update, which is that today registration has opened. And Erin, tell us a little bit about what people can expect for RootsTech 2026 and the specifics around registration.
Yes, absolutely. So registration is open on rootstech.org. You can go there to register for either the online or the in-person event. And today officially kicks off our early bird pricing, which means that if you want to come to RootsTech for a 3-day experience in Salt Lake, it will be $99. And if you want to come for 1 day, it will be $69. And get your tickets during the early bird phase before they go up. We're really excited to see all of you there. We do have a lot of information already on the website, so you can see a list of preview of the classes that you will be able to go attend, and you'll be able to check out a lot of the fun things that are coming up. So we're really excited.
Okay, thank you, Erin. You mentioned classes, and we know that what people love about RootsTech is not just the inspiration and being able to be together with like-minded individuals, but the learning. There's so much to learn at RootsTech to help individuals make meaningful discoveries in their family history. Rachel, tell us a little bit about classes and what people can expect for 2026.
Well, this is going to be an amazing year in classes. I think that everybody is going to find something that they're interested in. We've got a great team of people that have been going through so many proposals. We had a record number of proposals sent to us. We wish we could take them all. It's so hard to choose, but we've narrowed it down. We've got a lot of classes that are coming just for in person for those of you that will be in Salt Lake, but even more that will be online or broadcasted. We will have our beginner track back again, sponsored by our friends down at Brigham Young University, who are pros at helping people learn to get started with their family history. We also will have our advanced and professional track with even more content coming from our friends at ICAP Gen and the Board of Certified Genealogists, BCG. We're so grateful to them for helping out and helping us really know what those of you that are advancing your skills want to know. So lots for everyone, something for everyone. We had over 90 proposals in Spanish this year, over 60 in Portuguese. We're so grateful to our international audience who not only are joining us and learning from us, they're also really ready to help other people learn. So it's amazing to be part of the community.
That's fantastic. And for those of you who are just joining, registration for RootsTech 2026 just opened. And whether you're joining online for free or you're joining us here in Salt Lake City, early bird pricing has began, and you're able to register right now. So go to rootstech.org. Just a few call outs. Regina commented and said, I'm registered. Regina, we're so excited to see you, whether that's online or in person in Salt Lake. Carol from Las Vegas commented, Linda from North Carolina, Joyce from Ogden, Utah, Sherilyn from Texas. This is fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us for this live. A few other comments, RootsTech, it's about connecting with our roots, but it's also about the technology. And there's so much that's highlighted in the Expo Hall, and there are great experiences both online and in person. Brandon, can you tell us a little bit about what people can expect at RootsTech in 2026?
Absolutely. So this is my 13th year at my 13th RootsTech. I have a hard time believing that that's happened. And just yesterday, I was at the Salt Palace. I get so excited whenever I'm at the Salt Palace because there's just that excitement, especially when RootsTech starts. My favorite part every year is when we open up the gate and just let people into the Expo Hall. It's electric, and I love it. So we're going to have the same things that we've always had, all the same exhibitors and sponsors. There's new ones. There's, of course, the big ones that are always there. And you can get that online or in person, either one. But the Expo Hall really is, we've always called it the heartbeat of the conference because it's just the technology, the innovation. There's so many people that are in there that can help you with your brick walls. It's just a fantastic place to not only find the newest technology to purchase, but there's so many classes there as well. So, Rachel, we have a lot of classes.
Yeah, and the learning keeps going, even
Absolutely.
in our exhibitors online. You can go through the end of this month and still see all the great classes from Ancestry, MyHeritage, even Family Tree DNA, so many others that they've shared with you and have allowed to stay up until now, and then they'll be back next year with all the latest and greatest.
Yep, and there's so many deals too.
Yeah.
There's so many great deals, and that's online and in person. If you are coming in person, it's free. If you're just coming to the Expo Hall, you can just come in and we'll give you a ticket and let you go through the Expo Hall. We have Family Discovery Day, where there's just a lot of activities for families and kids. I love the Expo Hall. I love the Salt Palace. It's fun, it's exciting, it's electric.
Yeah, and there have been so many changes in the online experience as well. If you're joining online, you can see the great deals that our exhibitors and sponsors are providing to attendees of RootsTech.
And Green Light Special.
Our Green Light
I think
Special.
we're doing that.
Exactly.
So
those opportunities are there to take advantage of those deals, but also there are a lot of free services out there and different ways that individuals can engage in the learning that happens in the Expo Hall that can help them make those meaningful discoveries in their family history. Again, RootsTech is just around the corner. RootsTech 2026 will be March 5th through the 7th. We can hardly wait, and today is a huge milestone day because registration is open, both for the online experience and on-site. So go to rootstech.org because you can register as you're listening to this. A few things around keynotes. So we're not announcing any keynotes right now. I'm so sorry. We have keynotes in the bag, as they say, but we're not announcing any of them today. But we are so excited to share those keynotes with you. As always, RootsTech has great learning content. We highlight innovation, but there are lots of experiences to inspire people to engage in family history and understand what more there is when we make those meaningful discoveries in our family history and how that helps mental health, how that helps society, how that helps, and how AI and other innovations are expediting this work in incredible ways. And you'll see that in classes, you'll see that on the main stage. Now, with our keynotes in particular, if you want to be among the first to know, we'll register. Register because you'll join, and when you register, click on the little button that says that you want to receive updates from us, because that is how we will be communicating all of the exciting updates for RootsTech 2026. And you'll be able to be the first to know when we announce our keynotes. But we'll have one every single day for each of the 3 days of the conference, and we will, like last year, have virtual keynotes that will be available immediately once we launch the event in 2026. So that will be exciting. We have a lot more exciting things that are taking place, and not just for those who are here in Salt Lake, but of course those who are joining from around the world. We have Randy here. Randy, tell us a little bit about what we're creating for the worldwide audience.
RootsTech, it's been incredible the way that it's been able to go global for these past few years. And we just continue to build and to make better experiences for everybody to be able to participate online throughout the world. I mean, as Rachel already mentioned, there's multiple classes that will be offered in many different languages around the world. We've also started scheduling some of our classes. Some of them are available on demand, but then we also have scheduled them on the homepage to be able to play throughout the entire day for 24 hours during those 3 days of the conference. We have our global MCs as well to be able to welcome everybody, to introduce them and show them around the website and other things. And that's one thing that I've loved is the way that RootsTech is able to bring us together, not only for those who are here in person, but for those who are online as well. We have the incredible experience of relatives at RootsTech, where you're able to see if there are people who you're connected with on the Family Search family tree all over the world. I was kind of shocked myself to see cousins like in South America, even though I personally don't have any South American heritage. But then we also have, when you're in the classes, we have the chat experience. And what's so great about that experience as well is there's times where people are asking questions about the class, and I often see fellow attendees are the ones jumping in and answering those questions. So it just it creates this incredible community.
I actually think that's one of the best kept secrets on RootsTech is those classroom chats and how they can help. We help each other. But also in our chat. So, if you're in Salt Lake, you've seen shirts that say, ask us anything, or I can help, or something that tells you we're here to help you. But online, we have incredible helpers too. I don't think most people realize it's not a bot that's answering those questions. It's not some random person. It's the Family Search team. So you've got the experts really on there. And when they can't answer it, they go to all the other experts in our org, and it's a beautiful thing. So if you haven't taken advantage of that live during RootsTech before, it's a great place to go and ask some questions and see what answers can be found by those who might know something different than what you know.
Fantastic. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. I'm going to put you all on the spot to share one of your favorite memories, a very short but favorite memory from your experience at RootsTech, whether it's online or in person. And while they're sharing that, all of you, please share your questions. Send your questions in. Tell us where you're from. Of course, when we do that, we'll call you out if you want us to. But we're really here to help you make the most of your experience at RootsTech 2026. And we want to know what questions you have so that we can answer them and that you can feel prepared and ready to make meaningful discoveries in your family history. Erin, do you want to start with a favorite RootsTech memory?
Yes, I was just thinking about this year. So this will be my 4th RootsTech coming up. And I've never actually watched it from the screen because I've always been there in person. So I decided this year that I would go into the expo hall into a little corner and watch the main stage live and on my computer. And I was expecting the experience to be a lot different. But I was so touched and amazed at how much I felt just by watching it on the screen. It was an amazing experience. And I started to cry. I felt so much connection to my heritage in watching that. And that, honestly, even though I was right there in Salt Lake, watching it from my screen was one of my coolest memories that I've had.
That's so awesome. And for those of you who can't make it to Salt Lake, I'm so glad you shared that because we still want you to take part. And there's an opportunity for you to stay on top of all of the updates by registering for the online event. And when you do that, you'll be on our list to be able to keep you updated on the great classes and the great content that will hit the main stage as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Rachel.
Oh, I have so many because I have a few RootsTechs under my belt now. But I think one of my favorites was actually in 2021. So we'd had an incredible RootsTech 2020, and then the pandemic hit, and we were so blessed that we were able to decide to go all online probably earlier than most people got to make that decision. And our incredible engineering team at Family Search came to our rescue, literally riding in to our aid and helped us build the site. But I'll never forget going live that night for RootsTech 2021, and it all worked. And like the thrill it was to know that
was stressful.
It was thrilling. It was stressful, but I think my favorite memories are always being in the trenches with all of you. I don't know how it's the late night laughs and the funny jokes, but those moments where it's like, wow, it happened and you all came. So thanks for showing up.
Yes,
That made a huge difference to us.
absolutely. Brandon.
That's easy. Jake Shimabukuro. I have loved everything ukulele for years, and bringing him, he was so kind and so nice, and I loved his message, and that guy can play the ukulele like no one else. So
Amazing. He was amazing. Randy.
Yeah, mine's similar to Rachel's. That first year of online, I'm with the online team, and normally with RootsTech, like we'd be down here downtown, like and a lot of the team was, but the engineering side, we were all at home, and I would go to bed at like midnight to 2 a.m., then roll out of bed at 6 a.m., jump onto the computer, see what was needed, like literally roll out of bed and go straight to the computer, sometimes work until noon or so before I finally had a chance to go get ready for the day. And then just repeat for 3 or 4 days. And to me, it was so much fun to just be there in the trenches. And it just so many people just coming together to pull that RootsTech off. I mean, I think it was maybe 6 months or so that it took for the entire thing to come together from nothing. And it was just such a miraculous event. And it literally, I think we made, I want to say it was about 40 changes to the website during the event, because we would realize, oh, this isn't quite working right, and something we'd have to make a change, and we would just all this continuous improvement, and it was so much fun to just to see that happen, and just to work so hard with so many incredible people.
Yeah, thank you, Randy. And RootsTech really is about the people. And all of you, what started with fewer than 5,000 people here in Salt Lake City has grown to millions of people around the world joining in on the largest family discovery event of the entire world.
I think I speak 28 languages now. I don't really, but I think I do.
I definitely don't, but all of you do. You speak those languages, and we have those classes available to everyone, as we've learned so much about how our audience has changed as it's grown globally. There are so many nuances to the way that we do the work, and so much that we've been learning to create an experience that's relevant to all of you. Okay, you've been turning in your questions. Keep them coming. We would love to get answers to them. So the first question is about early bird pricing from Gloria in Nebraska. She's asking how long it will be available. Now, we know it's going to be starting now, and it will end before the event takes place. So
Yes.
Our advice to you is to register while the period is open. We will send out communication when it's about to close, right?
Yes, we will send out communication about 2 weeks before it closes. You will get a notification. So make sure that you're subscribing for updates so that you don't miss that news.
Fantastic. The next question from Joyous Genealogist. What is the theme this year? Uh-oh, we can't really share that
That's
yet.
for you, Jonathan.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming. We're going to announce it, and we're going to announce it in a fun way. So again, register and make sure that you opt in for communications, or subscribe at least, so that you can have those details. But we can promise, and we can say that there will be a theme song again this year.
Yes.
And that we're so excited to be all together in Salt Lake City for you all to and for those of you who are joining online to experience RootsTech together. So here we go. Next question. Is there any hotel discount pricing? Robin Jones. Any?
Sure. We will have some discount prices. We have a couple of hotels that are working on that. We are continuing to foster relationships with some of these hotels to get that. So if you'll go online, we will have a page where you can see those discounts.
Shout out to the Crystal Inn in Salt Lake City. They've already delivered, so it's available now.
Beautiful.
Do we have that updated on the website
We
already?
do.
It's what /RootsTech/prepare. Is that it?
Yep.
Okay, and so that answers the next question, which is from Ramona Collins, asking for the best site for finding out about lodging and sightseeing and I'm just going to throw food in there. Ramona, you didn't ask that, but everyone wants to know what to eat.
It's on there. How to order a mobility aid if you need it. All of that's on that page. So,
Okay.
And, also Visit Salt Lake has pages and pages and pages of additional information. We have some great information.
we link to a lot of their information from
Yeah,
that page.
Absolutely.
So while you're on RootsTech, you can get there.
Perfect.
No, there are a lot of comments that we're looking at are just statements of people who love RootsTech. Here's one from Byron. Watching today from Covington, Louisiana. Hello. My first year was 2016, and I just remember being in the first keynote and seeing literally tens of thousands of people gathered for genealogy. And that's just what's so amazing, that there are thousands who come to experience this together, to celebrate family and family connection. And even beyond that, there are millions outside the walls of the Salt Palace. Are there any more questions or any other questions that we know we've been asked in the past that we can help the audience understand the answers to so that they can make the most of their experience? Any thoughts?
Well, we are making one change on the schedule page. And it's something that happens year over year. So right now we have two different systems that run RootsTech. One is for in-person and one is for online. And there is some syncing that happens, but schedules do not sync between those two systems. So if you're coming in person and you want to be able to use the app, then you'll want to use the app to build your schedule as opposed to using the website.
Yeah.
You can use the website if that's the easiest way for you, but you do want to make sure that you don't go looking for your schedule on the app afterwards. But Randy, we should talk about the class preview page since that's up now. Schedule will come out in January, so you won't see dates and times today, but you can go under the RootsTech event tab on the top of any RootsTech page, and you will be able to see the class preview for 2026. Now, the list is not complete, but it's started, and you can see some of the great speakers that are coming back. You should check out other languages because you might have an ancestor from somewhere else that someone else can help you with. And so there's lots of opportunities to keep the learning going. But don't miss the library right now, too. Our library is full of classes you might have missed in 25.
And where you said it's not complete, there's the classes are kind of going through a workflow. When they hit a certain stage, boom, they pop up on the preview. So you'll see them trickle in, a couple of classes per day or something like that will be added to the preview.
And you have to wait for 5 months until the live event. But like Rachel said, the library is full of awesome classes to get your learning started now. And they're all on demand. And they're all free. So you can go into RootsTech now and learn as much as you want to learn.
In fact, we have another live one coming tomorrow.
We do. Yes,
Yep.
We do live
Every
events
Thursday.
every week.
Okay, we have another question. This is from Brian. He says, I am new to RootsTech. Welcome. Welcome to the RootsTech family. For online viewers, are the sessions live with one opportunity to view or on demand? What can we say to Brian?
Many of them are live. So some of our classes come in pre-recorded and they're on demand. Watch it anytime, anywhere, in your bunny slippers, all of the above. You can watch them over and over again. You can put it on your playlist or on your watch, and it'll move to your watch list, but you can watch it again and again, scrub back and forth. Some of our classes will come out as live webinars, so they'll be given live, but every webinar gets recorded, and you can watch it again, over and over again, on demand in those bunny slippers.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then many of our classes that will be broadcast from Salt Lake, same scenario. They'll come out at a specific time. You'll see that on the calendar in January when the schedule comes out, but then you'll be able to watch them immediately after online whenever you want to and over again. We do retire classes after about 3 years. So if you're looking for one from 2021, probably not there anymore, but there's something else. So keep looking through the library.
Okay.
So the key is if it says online or online and in person, then it'll be available eventually it'll be available shortly after it airs on rootstech.org. And so if it says either of those, but if it says only in person on that tab, that class is not going to be recorded and won't be available, unfortunately.
Okay, thank you. This is great advice. There was There was one comment about the prepare link saying that it might be broken. So we're going to look into that. We'll make sure that that page is up and running
Andy,
for
run.
you.
My computer's like 5 feet away.
Oh, here's a very nice comment from David. I'll read this. Family Search in RootsTech is by far and away the greatest genealogical organizational experience on planet Earth. Everything about it is user-friendly. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, David. Now, we can't do what we do without all of you. And we've made every mistake that there is possible to make. And we've learned from our experience listening to our volunteers. So please know that we want to hear from you. Not just your questions to prepare to make the most of your experience, but we want to hear your feedback. We want to improve this experience so that it is world-class and that it's for everyone and that we can provide value to everyone who comes to the RootsTech experience. I think that lots of comments about people who love RootsTech. We love you too. We're so grateful. And again, registration is officially open for RootsTech 2026 today. Whether you're joining us online or coming to Salt Lake City, register for the event. It's free for those who are joining online. And right now we have early bird pricing for those who are coming in person. When you register, be sure to subscribe for updates. That's the best way to stay up to date on all of the news and all of the announcements that we will be giving in the lead up to RootsTech 2026. And from all of us on this planning team, we're so grateful to all of you for your support, for your involvement, for taking part in this RootsTech family. This event is for you. And as we come together to make meaningful discoveries in our family history, we know that we can accomplish great things together and that we can feel the joy that comes as we turn to the past and have that affect us here now in the present and bless those to come in the future. Thank you for joining us for this live, and we look forward to many other opportunities to keep you up to speed on everything new for RootsTech 2026. See you there.
Bye.